Hello, welcome to this update for parts of the Caribbean. We have some new details on this cold front from the US that will leave some more storms in Central America this week, including the Bahamas and Cuba, southern Florida. So, still shows around Tuesday, Wednesday, more storms around the Bahamas, spots of Cuba, and all the way down to Central America. And we still have spots of the southeastern Caribbean, some moisture, but it's mainly down to Central to South America. But today, Sunday, we do have a few showers in Trinidad. So let's see this front. There's the European model, shows already by Monday, tomorrow, some storms in southern Mexico, some spots there, some showers near Belize and Guatemala. Then Monday to Tuesday, this still like Monday evening, shows even in Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, some more storms from the tail of this cold front, and shows like this goes Tuesday, some storms start coming towards the Bahamas, and still shows by like Tuesday afternoon in Honduras, Guatemala, and Belize more thunderstorms and some showers. So be careful. Tuesday to Wednesday, still in Cuba, especially central Cuba and the central Bahamas by Wednesday. So be aware, some of these storms might be a little bit stronger, the possibility of some water spouts. So be aware. And then this goes Wednesday, Thursday, and by Friday, the 11th, it calms down, but still showing like a shower or two in Hispaniola, storm or two in Cuba, and some stuff in Central America. But still shows on the 11th some showers, storms in Costa Rica, the 12th, the 13th, still some more rain there. But we'll keep watching. There's the GFS, shows this front there. Monday, already some storms in Mexico, and Tuesdays in Honduras, spots of Guatemala and Belize. So be aware in those areas. Tuesday, Wednesday, especially Tuesday into Wednesday, the Bahamas shows more storms there. So be careful too. There's Thursday still a few showers lingering in the Caribbean. Then by Friday, the 11th, still shows a few showers there. And in Hispaniola, Cuba, some showers still. And the GFS still has some stuff in mid-April, some showers there. And especially like Costa Rica and Panama by the 14th, some more showers. But there's the icon, this front, so Sunday, Monday, there's that severe weather going on still. It's much less, but still some storms. But then by Monday, tomorrow shows southern Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, spots of Honduras. Tuesday shows like some more storms in Mexico, the Yucatan. They still like around the middle of the night between Monday and Tuesday. Then Honduras, Guatemala, even El Salvador, a few storms Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night, and in the Bahamas, Tuesday to Wednesday, some more storms in the Bahamas. So be careful in those areas. Bermuda might be a similar situation. There's this high pressure there now in the ocean, keeping things quiet, but that shows some storms Wednesday in Bermuda. So be aware, Wednesday, maybe still on Thursday and Friday, some more showers around Bermuda. So be aware those areas. Let's see this outlook here, very, very quick in Spanish. Entonces, esta frente fría en Estados Unidos que va a dejar estas tormentas sur de México ya mañana lunes, así, unas zonas de sur de México, Guatemala, y martes, así, muestra más en Belice, Honduras, más tormentas, día 8, y aún muestra día 9, así, día 8 por la tarde más o menos, en Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, más de esas tormentas, día 8 y aún día 9, sí, en Honduras y estas zonas. Entonces, precauciones con este frente frío. Un otro modelo muestra también estas lluvias día 8, día 9, así, día 7. Y en Cuba, en los Bahamas, más lluvia, así de este frente frío, día 8 y día 9, algunas tormentas en Cuba, día 8 por la noche, y en los Bahamas, día 9, y así más tormentas centro de Cuba, y, y alguna cosa en español, pero muy poco. Y quizás día 13, así, en Jamaica, alguna lluvia en española y en Cuba, pero no hay tanto así. Más en Costa Rica, día 13, Panamá, quizás a un día 14, día 15, más en Costa Rica, sí. Entonces, precauciones con este frente frío que también deja a estos vientos más fuertes en el Golfo y en el Caribe, así unos vientos un poco más fuertes. Mañana, día 9, día 7 mañana, muestra más vientos cerca de México, unas zonas así, en el Golfo principalmente. Y martes, día 8, aún muestra un poco de viento con este frente frío más sur de México, quizás unas ráfagas más fuertes, pero día 9 así ya se acalma un poco, pero aún muestra en Guatemala, Honduras, un poquito de viento en alguna zona. Día 10, quizás sur de México, día 11, quizás así como día 12, en Honduras, en las montañas, y así. Y hay un otro modelo día 12, en Costa Rica, un poco de viento, y sur de México, sí. Pero precauciones y las olas también al medio del Caribe que están más grandes por este viento todo, principalmente en México, unas olas más grandes así en este frente frío y es esto. Good. So be careful that cold front. The rainfall towards 5 days from the European does show in Guatemala some heavy rain from those storms, especially in northern Honduras. The Europeans more than 160 millimeters from those thunderstorms. Some in Nicaragua too, in El Salvador. The Europeans really showing a lot in spots of southern Mexico, like all the way to 200 for those thunderstorms. I don't necessarily trust it will be that much, but you never know. But the GFS is also like in northern Honduras to 102 millimeters, so be careful. Those thunderstorms might pack a punch with a lot of rain, and still like in Guatemala, central Guatemala, northern areas, and some in El Salvador. But the icon has more in northern Honduras to close to 100, so be careful. In the Yucatan, show some storms too, and in southern Mexico. So be careful. And already 5 days in Costa Rica shows 94 millimeters, some 89. If I put 10 days, the European already gets close to 300 next 10 days in Costa Rica, but that's too much. Let's focus on the short term, but just letting you know. And there's in Cuba shows 38 millimeters, 18. It'll be when those storms come with the cold front, but be aware, some storms might be strong with lightning, wind and everything, and water spouts. So be aware in the Bahamas, some 62 millimeters, 35. There's the icon, 45 millimeters, 31 millimeters. The GFS is further north with 38 millimeters, but be careful, those storms spots of the Bahamas and southern Florida. And does show 5 days sun showers in Hispaniola and in Puerto Rico, a few showers, but nothing crazy. Does show some more showers Trinidad and Tobago, or a storm or two, close to 41 millimeters. Some in the southeastern Caribbean, a few light showers, but nothing that crazy, just some passing showers. And yeah, northeastern Caribbean, a few showers too. Next 2 days doesn't show much. Next 2 days, just in the southeastern Caribbean, but from 2 to 5 days, it shows some more showers. So be aware. The GFS is a similar thing. The GFS is even more in Tobago. So we'll keep watching. There's the icon, some rain there as well. But South America might get heavy in Venezuela, Colombia, and Guyana, more spots there. So be careful down there. And so be aware, this cold front, and be careful these storms. Some of them might be heavy, and plus these temperatures here ahead of the cold fronts in 37, 38 degrees, and even spots further south to 35, 37. So still very hot spots on Mexico, 36. During the night does get colder in northern Mexico, más frío, but not that much. So beware this goes during the day. The Pacific side of Mexico does get warmer, 34 degrees. In the valleys, even 37 or more, 36. In spots in Cuba, some 30 is true, but nothing crazy. Then this comes, this front passes, and by Friday afternoon, shows in the high 20s in Cuba. Does go down a little bit. In Mexico, Friday afternoon, is like to 32 degrees compared to 37 that was before, but spots of western Mexico still very high, some 37 there. Then this goes and it gets even warmer to 38 northwestern Mexico, and the southwestern US might get warmer like mid-April. So we are watching this, but by the 14th doesn't show that much, shows more like northern Mexico, some warmer temperatures again. So we'll keep watching. During the night, this is already the 14th, shows colder in the mountains, some spots even to 2 degrees in the mountains. But not that cold, but be aware, like next Wednesday, the 9th, colder spots, the mountains in Mexico, Guatemala, even down to 9 degrees, 10 degrees, and some other mountain spots in Costa Rica, maybe to 11, 10 degrees. And yeah, so be aware those temperatures too, but nothing that extreme. And just some tropical temperatures in the Caribbean there, nothing that crazy. But yeah, especially be careful the hot temperatures in Central America and the cold temperatures in northern Mexico. So be aware. For snow, shows like only a tiny centimeter or two in northern Mexico, shows like 1 centimeter by the European. The GFS not even 0 centimeters. The icon 0. So yeah, in long range doesn't really show anything crazy there. Just back in the US. So be aware, and let's see the wind especially, because as I said in Spanish there, it might be very windy spots of the Gulf because of this front, and Bermuda too. So the show some higher gusts in the Gulf Monday, and all the way to the Atlantic and the East Coast there, and Central Caribbean slightly breezier too. Then this passes like slightly breezier, not anything that high, but does show some more wind there, especially in southern Mexico, those higher gusts. And then Wednesday shows Bermuda. It doesn't get that high in Bermuda, but might have slightly higher gusts a day or two. But yeah, be aware. And the show like Monday, tomorrow, or even like tonight, spots of Hispaniola, Cuba, northern Venezuela, slightly gustier, some spots of the Caribbean, because today there now shows some higher gusts in the Caribbean. So this goes kind of calm in the east, but eventually maybe a day or two slightly gustier. Nothing that crazy, but like some days 37 Camille Pargas. Even shows like 39 to 41 Wednesday. And yeah, that's not anything crazy, but just beware. Small craft or something, especially the Central Caribbean. And today, near like southern Jamaica, spots of Hispaniolas, those Argas. But beware in the Gulf, that front, and the Bahamas, the European does have Hargas Thursday maybe, but like Tuesday, Wednesday doesn't have anything that crazy, just slightly gusty in a few spots further south, extreme north in Bahamas, the front Wednesday. But the storms themselves might have strong winds inside of them as the front comes, so be aware of that as well. There's slightly bigger surf spots the southern Caribbean today because of the wind, but that shows the front Monday near Mexico, those bigger waves. Tuesday, even spots of the Atlantic on the east side of the island, slightly more waves. Wednesday, Thursday, kind of calms down by Friday, but still a spot or two. So this coast, that area of Mexico, more waves as well, and then later is kind of too far out. But be aware of this front. There are even spots of near the Yucatan might have some more waves as this front comes. And the Bahamas not showing anything crazy, but maybe during this front or right after it might be some more waves, that wind. There's the GFS as well, similar thing, but nothing that crazy. And there's, yeah, so be careful, be aware. And this is it, I think. Especially be careful those storms with this cold from Central America. And there's some small craft warnings in Belize already, and I guess Jamaica as well. Strong wind, large waves. Check some links in the description to see those warnings there. But be careful. And yeah, and still, yeah, there's not any crazy wind in northern Mexico for fire danger. But always be aware, because like Sunday today shows maybe in eastern Mexico slightly gustier or near spot to the Baja. Monday, but nothing that crazy. Maybe like tonight in central Mexico, slightly more wind, but not anything to be that concerned about. But beware. And here there's a different model for the cold front. There's the Canadian model, and it shows through like Monday those storms southern Mexico, and into Tuesday in Guatemala, Belize. So the Canadians also showing a lot of storms, including the Bahamas shows some storms. So be aware. And just in case I don't make a video for the US today, because I don't think I will, because it's quite fine. Just beware of the slight risk still severe weather, the 5% tornado threat, the wind, and no hail. Just be aware there's a tornado watch there now, and there's day 2 they added a slight risk for Florida and Georgia and South Carolina with a 5% tornado and 2% tornado, some 15% wind, and even 5% hail tomorrow. So be aware in Florida, in those areas there. And still a marginal risk for Tuesday, far southern Florida. So be aware. And for flooding, it's much better, but still a small moderate risk today in the southeast. So be careful. Some flooding, a marginal later Monday, and then later it's fine. But still be careful. Some flooding, and still some river flooding. There might still be going on from from the past few days there. So be careful. Just to check here if there's any snow or something, because our next video for there might be later into next week. So does show like still the snow leaving Atlantic Canada, and those fronts in the Pacific Northwest and spots of Western Canada, like Monday, Tuesday, some snow there in some areas in the GFS. Does have some snow in the Midwest Thursday, as the low pressure crosses there. Then does have some more stuff to watch later, but we'll check that later video. There's the European as well, Monday in the Northwest in the Pacific. It does have like Thursday a small low pressure in the Midwest to watch.